Hello folks, the Celtic Nerd here, bringing you another nerdy video. And to my reckoning, we are now entering the finale of Assassin's Creed Rogue. We've collected all the collectibles, we have listened to the audio files, given the backstory of the modern day story. We have done pretty much everything.
The Royal Palace at Versailles, Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette in residence.
Such decadence.
Good luck, numbskull.
Shay! You certainly look prepared to meet royalty. Perhaps King Louis himself will grant you an audience.
I doubt even these breaches will get me into the King's chambers. Besides, I'm only here to see a business acquaintance.
Yes, I heard a group of merchants would be here today. They might come see my scientific demonstration later.
They really should. They might learn something, though I wouldn't count on their being present. I take my leave. Thank you again, Master Franklin. Now to find Charles and that damned box. That's him. Charles Dorian.
No! Oh my god! Is this leading to what I think it's going to lead to?
Inconcevable que le roi songe à nous enlever le privilège de ce sport. Ça ne se passera pas comme ça.
Vous gagnez-vous ce sera
Yes, à ton avis.
So it's a combination of crowd blending.
Avez-vous vu ma nouvelle
là dans les grands pour embellir cet endroit.
Mais
Tout compte fait, je suis heureuse d'être restée.
Did you see their faces when we stole those apples?
I'm Arno.
Elise.
I'm here with my father.
So am I. He has important business with the king.
What should we do now?
Oh my god!
je sais, moi aussi.
Entre la lutte contre les criminels et la guerre contre les Britanniques,
J'ai perdu une somme colossale dans
Éloignez-vous donc.
autrement dit, il va falloir que je me protège.
Gentlemen, I'll protect this artifact with my very life.
Splendide. Absolument splendide. Ah!
Arno? Where have you gone? My son, Arno? Perhaps you have seen him? You're the traitor.
I'm just finishing old business.
Old Connor and his assassins. The American Revolution undid your Templar business.
Then perhaps we shall start a revolution of our own.
Nous n'avons pas à parler des couleurs, des jeux, de sa existence.
N'a-t-on pas idée de sa présence?
Uphold the principles of our order, and all that for which we stand. Never share our secrets, nor divulge the true nature of our work. Do so until death, whatever the cost. This is my new creed. I am Shay Patrick Cormac, Templar of the Colonial, of the American right. I am an older man now, and perhaps wiser. A war and a revolution have ended, and another is about to begin. May the Father of Understanding guide us all.
Okay, folks. So I can talk. Okay, so I feel like one of the reasons why Assassin's Creed Rogue was so short, it was clearly just a setup. It was supposed to be a foothold, like a stepping stone between Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Assassin's Creed Unity. And oh my god, Shay was the culprit who killed Arno's father. Which means, to my recollection, you never kill Shay, which means Arno never gets his revenge, which is fairly disappointing. But oh my god, I did not expect this game to lead up to the event that start Assassin's Creed Unity. That was completely unexpected. But yeah, we just got an achievement there.
Gotta hand it to you, numbskull. You proved yourself to be more than a simple research monkey.
The data you extracted from Shay Cormac's memories has served us well. Shay's story is a message. One that says that when threatened, what an assassin truly wants isn't freedom, but order.
And we represent the highest order there is.
Whatever you learned from your Animus experience only scratches the surface. We have existed since before recorded human history, and have recently been reborn, disguised as Abstergo Industries.
And entertainment.
You have crossed the threshold, and your eyes have been opened. You have seen the world for what it truly is.
There's no turning back now. We got big plans for you.
The Father of Understanding guided you to us, and for that, we are grateful. The test of your true worth begins now. And it begins with a choice.
Join us, and a bright future will be all yours.
Refuse.
I love how you see him take out the gun. Like, that is essentially the true face of the Templars. It's ridiculous. But yeah, the fact that the whole game is just a stepping stone for Assassin's Creed. And again, the whole sense of very nice. There was not as many let me lower down this music. So there was not as many reused assets as I was afraid of in terms of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Like, Shay's combat style, yeah, there were some brutal moments with his dual swords, which there was some similar executions to what Kenway had, but there was also a lot of nuance to his fighting style. For example, there were some executions that were a lot more finesse and clearly had more proper like swordplay training as opposed to what Kenway had. Kenway fought as a berserker. He fought on pure instinct. There was not much actual training that he had. So yeah, like all his fights were instinctual. All his movements were like that. Whereas with Shay, there was definite training behind him. The way he fought, which was really good. I absolutely really enjoyed it. His story is pretty good. You could because of how short this game was, you could tell that Ubisoft. I'm curious about if Microsoft and Sony gave like, I wonder if those companies gave a heads up to companies like Ubisoft in like, hey, we're going to be launching. Actually, no, the consoles were pretty much announced at that point. So clearly, Ubisoft realized, okay, Microsoft and Sony announced their next consoles. Clearly, we're not going to have time to make a full-fledged Assassin's Creed game. Clearly, they were like, okay, we're going to release something for the current consoles. This will be the last Assassin's Creed game, major Assassin's Creed game for these things. But let's not invest too much time into it. Instead, let's whip out something real quick that people can enjoy, but then the proper game we put our full effort into will be then Assassin's Creed Unity. Because the leaps and bounds difference between what we had with Black Flag, Freedom Cry, and Rogue is very different than what we get with Unity. And I'll obviously go into more details talking about that when we get to Unity this weekend. Well, weekend for me. I don't know when you guys might be watching this. But yeah, it's definitely something. And the whole idea that the Assassins now have their own like secure network is really cool. Because again, Rebecca was very intelligent, so, and the fact that the Assassins got a chance, like the modern Assassins got a chance to basically rebuild, is also pretty cool. And then the reveal of two new, like a couple of new groups, Enrito and what was it, the Will of the First Flame or something like that. There, so those two new factions are there, and then we also have like a third major player, which is Juno. So the stuff with Juno has, I cannot recall if the events with Juno have played out. I'm very curious about that, because a part of me is like, hold on a sec, I don't recall Juno being mentioned at all. So maybe it has something to do with some of the DLCs that I never got to finish with some of the other Assassin's Creed games. But yeah, we're now entering the Xbox One Assassin's Creed games. We're still a good bit away from the Xbox One X set of Assassin's Creed games, which actually there's only one of, Assassin's Creed Mirage. So we're still a fair bit away from that, but we have Unity left, then Unity, then Syndicate, and then Origins and Odyssey and Valhalla. So we have 5 more games from the Xbox One, and then we'll be launching into the one that was built with the Xbox One X in mind. So I'm looking forward to that, folks. And yeah, that's about it. Luckily enough, I own all the DLC for every single Assassin's Creed game from this point on. I do want to say I'm really happy with the fact of Assassin's Creed Plus. Ubisoft Plus, because that has been a big help to me doing these videos. Now, mind you, I wasn't sponsored by Ubisoft to do these Let's Play series, so I had, like, the time that I spent playing these, I've been essentially paying €17 to Ubisoft to essentially get through all the Assassin's Creed games on the PC, because it's much more efficient for me to record on the PC than it is to record it via the Xbox. But yeah, so thank God for that. But at least this way now, we're at a point where I believe I only own them on the Xbox. but luckily enough, if now that we're past Assassin's Creed Rogue, until we get to Mirage, I personally don't have to worry about not paying for my subscription. If my subscription runs out, I can at least continue on with Assassin's Creed on the Xbox games. I will continue to try and play them on the PC, but I don't own all of them on the PC. Hold on, let me just see now. Hold on. There we go. While your guys are watching that. So, let's see. Is there a way for me to list, like to filter out my games? Hold on. Filter. Here we go. Owned. There you go. Perfect. So, okay, so in terms of actually owned games, I actually apparently do own Odyssey, which is very interesting. Properties. Version. Is there a way to check DLC? Close. And I own Origins, which is also surprising. And apparently I own Valhalla, which is also very surprising. So, and I do own Assassin's Creed Unity. I do remember that because they gave it away for free to raise money. Well, Ubisoft did a sponsor thing for everyone who downloaded Assassin's Creed Unity for free. Like, they donated money to the Notre Dame thing, so I did grab them there. On the game page. So yeah, here's where the kicker is for me now, is in terms of DLC. I do not own all the DLC. Extensions for you all. No, that's the wrong stuff. Hold on, go back. Additional content. Why am I not seeing... Hold on. Manage my DLC. Here we go. I guess I own the DLC. I'm because I don't remember getting that. But let's see here. Library. Yeah, it's still filtering owned games. I need to test this. I need to look at one of these. Game page. Additional content. Okay, now see with that, it's actually showing Valhalla DLC. So I guess at some point they were like, okay, yeah. So I don't own all the DLC on Valhalla. Now it's coming up as I do. What's going on here? Is it because of Ubisoft Plus? I'm clicking onto the store. Okay. I don't know what's going on there, but so apparently I do own some of the more modern Assassin's Creed games, which is handy for me. Funny enough, I do not own Syndicate on PC, but I do own Unity, which is handy for me. And apparently that comes with the DLC. So it'll be, Syndicate will be the only one that I would really need to reinstall on my PC. So, there we go. I'm actually surprised to learn that I don't. That I own some of these other Assassin's Creed games because I do not recall getting them myself, which is just hilarious. But either way, we are we are done, folks. This is the finale. There's one more thing I need to do before I shut down Assassin's Creed Rogue for the final time, because unfortunately, like I said, these older Assassin's Creed games are the type of ones that I would not really come back to. Like, did I enjoy them? Yes. Is the story entertaining? Yes. It's just the more modern Assassin's Creed games are more up my alley. I like Assassin's Creed Unity. Like, don't get me wrong, with Assassin's Creed games, there's very few of them that I would always come back to. There is very few I would always want to come back to. And Syndicate and actually no, Syndicate is a little bit I would come back to, and same actually, yeah, it's more these modern ones that I would come back to, and that's just because their gameplay is so much smoother than the others. But yeah, no, I'm glad that I went back. I came back and I've done a much more slower paced Let's Play series where I'm not rushing to completely finish the game. So I'm just glad that I have now gotten to the point where, we can move on. We're moving on to the more modern games, and I'm glad that we're going to be slowly going through all the other DLC and such. Like, we're not rushing to get to the most modern Assassin's Creed game. Even if the new Assassin's Creed game set in Japan was to come out, I would not I'm gonna not rush to get to it. The only big thing that's going to be a huge slowdown for us is when we get to Assassin's Creed Origin, when we finally dive into like the proper open world set, as well as there's one aspect of Valhalla that will greatly slow us down, and it's something I'm not looking forward to. If I could, I would use cheats to bypass it because it is so frustrating. And one of the things that I'm regrettably gonna miss out on is the seasonal events that take place in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But don't get me wrong, they are fun mini games and whatnot. But I do feel like it was one of the worst decisions Ubisoft made with Valhalla. But I'll cover that my thoughts on that later. But yeah, with Unity we have a few DLC missions that were added, but there's only one major expansion. Then with Syndicate we have 2 major expansions to my recollection. And then eventually we get to Origins, which is a massive game in on itself, but then it has like 2 major expansions to it. One involving the Ankh, which is going to be pretty cool. Like, we're going to find out firsthand if the Ankh really can bring back the dead, or if it's what I've always suspected, which is the Shroud. Yeah, notification there. We're still. Again, folks, I always underestimate how long these cutscenes are. Sorry, how long these credits are. Oh God. Come on. Like, again, this game was a lot smaller than, like, this game was about the size of Assassin's Creed Liberation. It should not be long. It was I would argue, like, world-wise, it was okay. It was definitely bigger, but in terms of mission, like in terms of scope and size, it was actually bigger because we have like 3 full-fledged maps. We have New York, North Atlantic, and the River Valley. 3 fairly decent-sized areas that were broken up in with loading screens. But then there was very little missions, you know. So for all intents and purposes, like this should not be long. Like these credits should not be long unless it's purely, like the crediting the people who've built the worlds. Here we go. I think we're finally reaching the end. $2014. Oh my god, was this when that game came out? Oh my god, this game is about 10 years old, I think. Hold on. Oh my god, is this game 10 years old? Oh my god, I feel like it did come out in 2014. Oh god. And let's see, the game, let's see, the game was released in 2014, November 11, 2014. Alright, folks. Here we are. There's one thing we need to do. Also, this building for Arsenal played very little role in this game. Like, dear God, wow. That is where we found the native armor. We're looking for Sleepy Hollow, a settlement. St. Nicholas. We're looking for Sleepy Hollow. Lock Cliff. Greystone. Okay, the area might not actually be called Sleepy. Okay, no, I think this is it. St. Nicholas. Because, like, I refer to it as Sleepy Hollow because, like, it's where the movie Sleepy Hollow takes place. And there's the bridge and everything. Like, I was looking at it and I was just like, oh my god. Like, I was just amazed by it.
Je l'ai vu. Je crois que je peux le toucher. Halt! Je peux pas faire ça tout seul, lâchez-vous! Ah! Il essaie de arrête, attends-moi! Tu n'échapperas pas à ton sort! Arrête! Je veux te... Oh! Tu ne t'enfuiras pas si facilement!
Yeah, no, this is not the place. Yeah, no.
Ah, tu nous aimeras pas! Ah! S'il vous plaît, il me faut de l'aide!
Okay. Where was it? Was this it? We have to get further away. There we go. We're not in combat at all. confusing. Like, we're looking for a big white church. Nope, this is not it. No, it's definitely a settlement. Was it Greystone? No, it doesn't look like this is the right place either. There was a lot more clearing. Where was it? Lockcliff. No, that's not it. No, that's the Red Bank. Is it Ash Creek? East. No, it doesn't have a river. No, I don't think this is it.
J'espère pour toi, espèce d'idiot.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's a red church. It's supposed to be on, like, if I could see the compass. Somewhere around here. It's just, this is going to annoy the hell out. Oh, there it is. There it is. So, East Bank my ass. Oh, here we go. And I was looking for the wrong goddamn icon.
Sweet steamers too, my friends. Come see.
What's this one?
So there's the bridge. Okay, can I look at the database? No. Can I look at things from... Damn! I can't re-look up... I can't look up the painting.
All I'm saying...
Right. The painting showed the bridge.
I'll hear no more of this disobedient nonsense.
The moonshine.
You would, you medieval-gotten bloodtail!
They must have reminded
I'm a mighty
keep modesty
sensitive
and
folk
practicality in mind in their dress. Silks and velvets are unneeded luxuries that are expensive to maintain and contribute to the economies of hostile foreign nations. This message is sponsored by the East India Company, importers of fine cocks of God, and yet a selection of fine racing horses is available from Jenkins. Their quarter horses cannot be beaten on the short track, and their standard breds pull harnesses without tiring. Descended from the finest Arabian...
Well, we're getting directed to raid somewhere over there. But there we go. That's all the paintings to
God forbid
Gentlemen,
any form of
ladies,
sense should creep into either of your heads.
Who the hell do you think you are? Stop right now!
No colors.
Well, that's it. We're done. I can't believe that's it, folks. This is the Celtic Nerd signing out. This has been a hell of a ride playing like some of the oldest Assassin's Creed games. We've now gotten through all of the Assassin's Creed games that were initially released on the Xbox 360. So we are done with one generation of consoles. It is time for us to move on to the next generation of consoles, the Xbox One and the PS3, I believe. No, PS4, because like Xbox One, then Xbox Series X. Yeah, so yeah, we're on the PS4 now. PS3 was during the period of the Xbox 360. Yeah. So yeah, we were done with the 360 and the PS3. We're now moving on to the PS4 and the Xbox One. This is the Celtic Nerd sign out. One name, one sky.